Alright guys, open cam time again. Hopefully no audio problems, no sync problems. It's loud enough. I can see the little indicator on the screen. So alright, this is just a whole bunch of stuff that I've had kicking around for a long time. So I figured let me just release this. I don't have anything else to do. Oh, I should have uncovered all my machines so you guys can see the beautiful machines. I've seen YouTube videos of people driving and just talking to the camera, and I thought, well, let me try something like that. So this first clip you're going to see, I'm trying to hold the camera. I'm leaving the house on the way to the freeway. Two of my favorite places. One is Eplastics. They have surplus stuff I get all the time, and Industrial Metal Supply is where I get all my metal. But I'm trying to hold the camera, and all of a sudden I just realized, you know, I better pay attention to driving and not be screwing around with this camera. But for what it's worth, here. Alright, that was fun, huh? For the next clip, I'm at Eplastics, and again, trying to hold the camera and just, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to find out how people hold the camera if I want to do this again. But as I turn in, it's the red building on the left, and if you freeze frame it, you'll see a brown bin in the front. That's all the surplus sheet plastic that's in there. Next to it, on the left, is all kinds of tubes and scrap stuff. They wouldn't let me, unfortunately, film inside, but I did score a bunch of plastic and stuff. And so, for what it's worth, here's this clip. Eplastics over there. Sort of in an industrial section here, yeah. Alright, here we go, ready? Surplus bin right there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, for the last clip I'll show, I'm just approaching my favorite metal place, Industrial Metal Supply. You can see it's a huge building and it's got a lot of stuff in it, let me tell you. And at one point they did let me film inside. You'll see me approaching the door, but they said please don't film anybody, you know, any faces. So I had to drop the camera just as I came in the door because I didn't know where anybody was going to be, and then I could bring it up to kind of show you some stuff. And then the rest of the clips, I'm just sharing some miscellaneous stuff with you guys. So hope you enjoy the rest, and see you maybe next Friday. Industrial Metal Supply, yeah. Pretty big building. And here we go. I did get permission to record a little bit of stuff, but I'll drop this in a minute. Alright, so this is all the pre-cut stuff here. So you can see brass prices, aluminum. And this is where I buy everything. And they got steel over here. And then more aluminum, stainless steel. Alright, it's all perfect, right? Yeah. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah. Lots of scrap. Big stuff, huh? Steel. Parties corner. Alright, a few things to share here. I'm not going to, I tried TIG welding. Bought this assortment of electrodes, and pay attention because there's videos on all the different types of electrodes, and only the gray ones I guess are good for steel and aluminum, but the other ones, there's one I think in the blue package, even though this is blue, it's got gray electrodes in it. It's got material in it you don't want to breathe, so there's a lot of dangerous stuff out there. And it's a kick because I went on Amazon, and mostly what they sell is all the stuff you're not supposed to touch or buy or use. But to use them, you have to, there's videos on angles, and you need, like, I think it was a 30 degree is the most common. To do it, the only way I could do it is in the D-bit grinder. And to find collets, this is 3/32 and a 1/16. I had ordered a 1/16, but it was the emergency type with the pins in it. Couldn't get the pins out. You had to jam a screwdriver in there. It is very hard to find a 1/16 in a 3/32 steel 5C collet without being an emergency. So I've got the 3/32, did a beautiful job. I put the diamond wheel on the D-bit grinder. Beautiful. Just spin it, you got a great finish. Here's the 16th. I don't think I've done, no, I haven't done the 16th yet. So I just got this off of Amazon, like 10 bucks or something. Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to share. I've talked about these guys before. They're gyros, GYROS. I've got just about everything now backed up because I keep trying to make my longer tips. And I break the bit, so I got backup. Another interesting thing is I had started with the 30,000th wire, and I decided to go with the 23, I think it's 23 or 24 thou. This is a kick. I'm making my own 30s because I need the hole smaller than that. There's a piece of 30 thou wire right here. And so I figured out, I'm going to have to make smaller ones here. The 30 thou wire goes right into 23 nice and tight. So I don't have to make, there it is, right? Come on, go in there. Went in there before. It's probably got a burr on it. Do it on that side. There. Goes in. So I'm going to use these for the 30, and then I'll have to make something smaller for the 23. But I'm trying to make a longer one now for the 23 because I went to the 23 wire and it seems to be a lot nicer. I don't get huge welds. Another find, I've always been looking at this guy. Amazon, tool only, because I have a ton of batteries. I've got like 3 rigid drills. This is nice. I really like this guy. It comes with, a couple more wheels. There's one, another nut collet thing or whatever. That, I like the fact that you can just reverse this thing. So, the sparks are coming at me, now the sparks are going away from me. Also, brushless is really nice. I mean, it's powerful, and you can really control the speed. So I like this because I can put it in the car. I go to my metal supply place to buy square tubing, and it comes in 10, 12-foot lengths. I can't get it in the car. So I can be out in the field, cut it in half, get it in the car, come home. So I really like this tool. I do wish it would go deeper, but it doesn't because it hits the body here. So you can only go so deep with this thing. And speaking of the metal too, to do practice welding, you realize you go on Amazon and you buy the coupons, plates, or whatever to practice welding. They cost a fortune, like $35. I went to Home Depot and just bought a 3-foot section for $8. Just cut it up. I can weld, practice all I want, dirt cheap. So that's an option for you if you need to practice welding. On the helmet, I had used the Yes Welder. I don't know whether I'm going to put this guy up for sale or not. It is a nice helmet. I don't care about side view. I guess you're supposed to be able to see it. No, you can't. Yeah, you can see out the sides. But it's a nice helmet. You just gotta get the shades correct so you can kind of see. The new helmet, what's the difference between 100 and 400? Day and night difference. Oh yeah, you can see with that guy. The shades go way, way down. And I'm thinking, you know, I don't know why they call it a shade. To me, it's just flat out darkness. How dark do you want it to be? But this guy is really nice. You guys can see it, stars and stripes. Comes with a bag, which I really don't understand. It's kind of small, and it's got some weird pockets things to it that you can touch one another. And I don't know what that's for. Why? It's also small to get it on the helmet, so I think I'm just going to store it in the plastic. So Miller, if you want me to advertise your product, send me a bigger bag here. My email's at the end of every video. So what else? Yeah, this is welding with the Yes Welder helmet and with this helmet. Big difference, boy. You can really control what's going on. This is big blobs in here. You have a hard time. I started going off track, but with that guy, I'm staying right on it. You can see it all perfectly. So I'm going to do some more playing around with the helmet, shades, and the settings on the titanium 140 unlimited. But okay, so that's about all I can say. Yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff, the user manual. I had a very hard time trying to figure out how to adjust this thing because it's not shown in the user manual. They say flipping it down, lever, not shown. Like, what? Come on. Great instructions. So I think that's all I have to say here. That's in the background. The Blue Angel show goes right over our house, my house. I wanted to share this thing. Piece of metal that was from some steel cabinets. It was a protected end piece for the cabinets, but I wanted to salvage it for anything. I don't know, any other project. So it was a big U thing. It cuts right through it fast. So for a hobbyist doing small stuff, this thing is crazy, but wow. Alright. And salvaged. That is crazy. How much batteries did it use? Hardly anything. It hasn't even moved. So, wow. I'm ordered off Amazon some more of these discs, because I don't think this was a grinding disc. I think you can probably take this thing off, but then it'd be scraping this. Doesn't look like the disc went down at all in size. I don't know. Easy to turn by hand. This motor is like nothing. Yeah, reverse. That is crazy. And again, it's in reverse, so the sparks are flying away from me rather than at me, like the other angle grinders I have. So this goes in the drawer, salvaged. I just wanted to say something about this punch. If you remember, when I received and opened up Dee's package with his gears in it, the 72 tooth gear that I was going to make, he gifted me this punch that he made on his... Alright, recording this for the second time. I'm really tired of this audio sync problem where my lips are not moving with what I'm saying. So I completely factory reset my phone, and I've uninstalled Adobe Premiere Pro and reinstalled it. So let's see what happens here. But if you remember, when I received the gear package from Dee's workshop, he sent this punch in with it that he made. And the more I look at it, the more I'm absolutely amazed at this thing. The knurling is perfect. You look at it underneath the magnifying glass. The pattern's perfect. The peaks are perfect. And he used one of those push knurls too, not a scissor knurl. I used a push knurl once, and the force was so great, messed up my gib and gib screws on the compound. So I went to scissor and earl real quick. But to do it on steel is insane. The other thing is, I forgot to take a drill bit out here. Let me get one. Not one of them, this one. Alright, so the other thing is, he hardened this thing, and if you want to know how to harden something that's good, go watch Dee's Workshop, a video on it. But, high-speed steel is pretty hard. You can tell by the pitch how hard it is. A lot harder, a lot higher pitch. So I don't know how he did that with a cheap torch. I kind of screwed up everything. I used it once already, but the bluing is also very difficult to do. And he did it with a cheap torch. And the thing is, you're trying to keep the entire length of it one temperature, a consistent temperature for it to blue correctly. Otherwise, this turns blue and this turns brown. Well, it's the other way around because this is bigger. This would turn blue, but by the time this turns blue, this is too hot. And so this starts turning brown and black and other colors. So Dee's, I will be using this punch. I have used this punch, correction. I'd love to change the tip, but you got this thing so hard I can't even grind it. So I'm not even gonna think about putting it in the D-bit grinder. It'll probably mess up my wheel. But okay, let's go and see this video, and I really hope there is no audio sync problem.